Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's a special Thanksgiving Day presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys.
23-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 18 carries, 83 yards. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Wolf. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, John Ross, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On second down, Elliott. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier. The tackle by Avante Maddox.
Off the play fake. Wolf. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
The numbers for Sanders last week, 16 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
And he's brought down.
The ball carrier.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. So they keep the football, but now face second and long.
A fumble on the play.
Off play action. Wolf. He's got room to run past the 20. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Taken down at the 43-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Cowboys first down.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Cowboys nothing.
Off the play fake. Wolf. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. John Ross, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, Try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
It's a gain of 5, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up.
They'll try to run for it with Sanders. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
A gain of 3 on the play. And an Eagles first down.
Wentz now on first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. From the gun, it's Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And down inside the 15 he goes. Dallas Goedert, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a first down.
17 yards.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
And it's 3rd down.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And goal.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Wentz going to throw. And escapes the sack. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now.
4 yards.
As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there's no space available. And incompletion as a result.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at about the 31. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Everson Griffin.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On first down, Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Returning it, John Ross. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing is Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kevin Pierre-Louis. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
And long.
So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. That'll be caught. Reagor with it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Eagle.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. This ball complete to Rager. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter. Yeah,
but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, Wolf going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Wolf got a man. It's Ross, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off play action. Wolf. Open man is Ross, complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown.
A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The return.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
And they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Another run here with Sanders. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down, Philadelphia.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4, Wentz. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
When we talk about players blitzing all the time, I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kevin Pierre-Louis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Eagles 27.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 15.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Going deep downfield for Ross. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. John Ross with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. And they're able to ground it in there on the two-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. And they will take a knee here.
Wentz on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings
the Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do,
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game.
A loss of a yard brings up